Anyone who's in the chat, please let me know if you can't hear either me or Matt talking right now. Okay. Yeah. So I am playing a two versus two game. So me and HardDiggler are going to be playing against Jekyl and simonbe, and I believe that the rules are we play as a team, so our combined score is going to be compared against their combined score, and then the winner of that combined score is going to be the overall winner. Um, so okay, so it looks like we're on base. No extra scoring, no extra factions, and landscapes are on. I was thinking that like halflings are just like a decent type of pick in this type of setting. They have inherent scoring, and they should be able to mess with other people. So I'm just gonna throw them in if you're cool with that. Makes sense too. Yeah, dwarves are gonna be weird here, but like it's gonna be weird for everyone, so I'm cool with that too. That's true. Like you don't need to block dwarves, whereas engineers you actually need to spend effort to block with like round 5 towns and round 6 dwellings. So yeah, it's true. That's true. Make it really ugly with the color wheel. So all right. Jekyll's thinking about who to put into C2. Um, yeah, I mean it's weird because I'm not thinking like who would I normally put here. I actually think that in a normal game I might put like engineers or halflings here, but since it's a 2v2, it's like different. So Bruce, you can't hear the teammate. Matt, can you try saying something? Yeah, sounds good. Still nothing. Okay, I need to let me see how you stream Discord audio. Um, he says that he says that he can't hear anything. So I am looking. It says go to Discord app using a desktop. Click the gear icon to open the settings menu near the bottom of the screen. Um, gear. That's user settings. Okay. Um, select connection under user settings. Choose the Twitch icon. Oh, okay, okay. Hold on. There's a Reddit thread that might help. I'm already connected Twitch-wise. Like you can see my Twitch account on Discord, but all right. Um, let's see. Other people have managed to do this before, so maybe what I can do is I can stream Discord onto my phone, and then people should just be able to hear. Like I'll just disconnect from the voice chat here, and then I will sign into voice chat on my phone, and then maybe my phone, I'll just make it loud there, and then it's it's not going to be a very sophisticated manner, but maybe that'll work. Yep. Sorry, no strategic discussion is happening right now. But... All right, can you hear me?
I maybe can't hear you very well.
Oh, really? Okay. Maybe I should.
Well, not well enough. I can hear you well enough.
Okay. I now have my phone. I am just I don't think that there's any reason why the computer should be blocking this out now. Chat, if you can hear, then that might be good. Um, Meanwhile, I should probably make an opening bid here. I kind of like we were saying, I think dwarves and halflings make a good team. I think alchemists are going to be really strong here. Opening with a temple is good. Round 4 big building is good. The ship, like 3 pass tiles in the game, and then dwellings late.
Digs is good.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna open on alchemists. I'm not actually good at playing alchemists, but I know that both these other players are good at playing alchemists. So
And 2v2 isn't about like good. It's
yeah,
right.
that's true. I think that like some sort of hey, don't bid on my faction.
No, we're not supposed to split. I don't think. Yeah. See.
Wait.
So then, what's the next thing? Halflings.
Wait, sorry. How? Why'd you bid on my faction? Why did Simon bid on Jekyll's faction?
You don't want to split. Like, okay, so there's 3 different combos of factions that can work out. You know, just imagine dwarves, chaos magicians, dwarves, halflings, dwarves, alchemists.
Yep.
You think about the least bad one, kind of like think about like a chess computer.
Yep.
Anyway, you don't want to split, otherwise they can exploit you. Like, if I bid on dwarves, then we're offering them like halflings, chaos magicians right away. We lose our flexibility.
I see.
It's kind of like a don't stop. You know how you don't want to put as many pawns out as you can and can't stop.
I see what you're saying. Okay. So, what faction combo do you like the best here?
I kind of like them all. I'm not.
I think the one that I like
the. I'll dig for CMs.
Yeah, I feel like CM is like a super high upside. Like it's like we were saying, halflings and alchemists are both like very good support factions, but dwarves and chaos are really good scoring factions. Like if they like round 6 dwellings, both those guys are likely to have Earth 1, and then like they can make a lot of points in the last round.
You see any weird starting spots if we're like black-red?
Black and red weirdly don't play that nice with each other. Like I feel like you have to start D4 if you're chaos, because otherwise you just lose that hex. I think that you probably just start in the normal spots in this game, right? Unless we're black and brown. In that case, we can probably like start double east and like not touch each other and really make the game kind of nice. I think that there's an upside to playing black and brown in this game.
Oh yeah, because if we're black and brown, sure we cannibalize each other's hexes, but not as bad as gray and red.
Yeah, and also we can just stay out of each other's way as well. That's what I'm saying. Like if I take like F5 as halflings and you take E10 as alchemists, then we can just get out of each other's way, and then we can both try to mess with E9 or D7, mess with dwarves town, do stuff like that.
If they give us black brown, I don't even think they can start F6. I don't even think they can start in the east.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I think that eventually we're going to split between these two guys. They both like halflings more than alchemists, which is interesting. I think I'll put one more on halflings, and then we can think about whether we want to cut over. Who do you like better between dwarves and chaos here?
My gut is telling me chaos. My brain hasn't decided.
Interesting. Like I was also wondering about scoring favors. It's like so the economic upside in this game, right? It's like if one team dominates both sides of the economic battle, then that's plus 24 points versus the other. But Earth 1 is also just 24 points, right? Am I crazy, or is it like if you manage to Earth 1 block, you like network more?
Oh, I said I like Earth 1 more than a vanilla game. Because you also have a friend throwing you so much leech, it's kind of like everybody already starts with Air 2.
I see what you're saying. So, yeah, I mean, my thought is like, I think that getting Earth 1 blocked kind of sucks here because that's just -20 for your team. And like if your opponent if the other team gets a second or first with one of their factions in network, then like it's it's pretty rough. I think that the only faction that I wouldn't start Earth 1 here is maybe Dwarves, but even then I might consider starting Earth 1. Like normally I don't really like to start Earth 1 because it's like if you're one player then winning network is really good. But I feel like if it's two players then losing Earth 1 is bad. That's kind of my thought.
Yeah, I do wonder if those 24 points we should be dividing in two because there's twice as many points per team. I don't know.
Oh, so what I was thinking was like if one team gets 18 and 12, then that's 30 points for network. And if the other team gets 6 and 0, that's 24, right?
Yeah, and I guess that is still just like 24, but I think the magnitude of everything is kind of doubled.
That's true. I'm just comparing to Earth 1, which is like 20-ish points. But it might be less than that, depending on how aggressive people are.
And round 5 towns into dwelling is just, another normal reason not to like Earth 1.
Yeah.
I'm just being devil's advocate. I still do like Earth 1 for everybody.
I think it is going to wind up... Oh, wait, hold on. These guys are both on the economic factions. Or the digging.
So they're offering us gray-red.
I don't think that's happening. I don't think we can do that. I think that's a trap. So is there anywhere off meta that we could start if we got dwarves? I don't think so, right? Like it depends on the team that we get, but can Chaos ever start D7 here? I feel like the one place where dwarves could change their mind is they don't have to start on F6. They can start on like H6 or H6 maybe is like an alternative starting spot. I don't know why you would do that, but you can do that. But that probably isn't good, right?
It ended up being pretty similar. I mean, it seems like you would hop to F6.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. And also you want a space to be able to dig. So I guess F6 is still better. If you're brown, can you deny dwarves leech? Probably not. Do you have to start E6? I mean, if we manage to get black and brown, then we can just one of us cannot start E6, and that would be pretty neat.
If we get, I don't think they'll let us get black and brown. That just seems too good.
I don't think that. I mean, we can't let them get black and brown, and I don't think they should let us get black and brown either. The question is, okay, I guess what type of points deficit would it require for us to go gray and red? It seems absurd, but you could do that, right? Like right now they are sitting on both.
I would maybe want gray to give red E7 if possible, but then red doesn't necessarily have a neighbor.
I mean, E6 is going to happen, right? Like we know, we're basically certain that E6 is going to happen.
But we were just talking about not putting down E6, so they might be talking about the same thing.
That's true. But I mean, we got the last action, right? So as dwarves, we can always place E7 last.
Yes, for sure.
Like if brown avoids E6, then we can place E7 to give red a neighbor. But in any case, I think like this is not nearly enough points yet. Like black and brown is still winning this game, so. They both like halflings more than alchemists. Do you think that that's right to prefer that, or?
I think it's slightly wrong.
You actually think alchemists are a little better?
Yeah, unless they're anticipating an Earth 1 rush, but like, whoever the alchemist teammate is can always not steal Earth 1 from them if push comes to shove.
I'm wondering if halflings might be a good cult faction here. I guess we haven't looked at cults, right? I mean, Chaos is the best cult faction. As long as no one steals their hexes, they don't actually need to ship that early. So they might be able to go Temple into Sanctuary for round 1 and round 2, and then they could just stack priests onto the cults. Dwarves are another good cult faction. Halflings are going to get the priest, so that's pretty good for them. Right, like halflings should be able to get the priest in round 1 to a cult. Alchemists, I presume, are taking the spade.
Yes. Does anybody double temple? I think kind of no.
Halflings could double temple. I think halflings are probably the biggest threat to double temple. Actually, Simon loves double temple alchemists as well. They're very confident in halflings. Like Jekyll just bid me off of halflings, and Simon bid halflings again. So they're like very confident that halflings is a good pick, even better than going black and brown currently. It feels like a trap. um, I don't bid alchemist to be the first to Earth 1. Bruce Yu is saying in the chat. I don't know about that. I feel like, I mean, alchemists, yeah, like you were saying, like the alchemists have the best Earth 1, so their partner can just not take it. I think halfling's pastile is really high upside. Like whatever they get there is going to be good. They might get a priest. They might get a spade. They're probably getting double dig, and depending on who alchemist is, like they may or may not be kind to that. So if they have brown and we have black, where do we start? Let's say that they start on the normal F5 hex. Do we just start G5 and crowd them, or do you like to start F7 or E10 and like try to be better for our own connection?
I think G5. I think G5. Maybe that's G5 H5. No, it's not G5 H5, but it's called. Well, if we were gray, I don't know.
I mean, I think leaving E5 in the center open is a little iffy. Also, I mean, alchemists still like, as alchemists, we still like to ship, right? Like we still like to do the shipping plan as alchemists.
I'm pretty sure their plan with halflings is double temple and just be a good support faction. Advance digs early.
Yeah, like
what if brown can start digging red hexes for CMs real fast? I think that's what they're seeing and liking.
Yeah. All right. How much? If they were to get black and brown here, how much worse is it, or than gray and red? I feel like gray and red can't be that bad, like with this many points.
Yeah, you kind of have to trust the game sometimes to be balanced enough.
Yeah.
I think dwarves can open Earth too, looking to add digs, kind of just supporting both factions. The starting spots kind of suck though. Like you have to be E7, D4, and like cut each other off right off the bat.
Yeah, that's true. But dwarves can be nice about like D5, E8, and like let that town happen. I also think that CMs play kind of mean with alchemists because alchemists like to connect through the north, but CM could go like D4, C3, B4, A9. You know, that could cut off alchemists in the north. I mean, they can still take C4, but it's annoying. Kind of like
dwarves can worry up there too.
I think that the natural pairings here are black and gray and brown and red.
Right, but it's zero sum, so.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to tip my hand just yet. All right, I'm going with I think I might be going with. There's 2 ship tiles in the game. CM is just better than dwarves.
I think halflings are starting to be overcooked. I think we're both feeling that, but it's time to split.
Yeah. I don't want to bid halflings when both of these other factions are this way. All right, so I'm offering them halflings dwarves now. Jekyll likes CM more as well. Okay. So they've tipped their hand as well. If I bid on Simon's halflings right now, then we could get these 2 factions. I think that we actually like at least one of Doors and Chaos, right? Like, the question is Alchemist? I mean, we've already said now Alchemist is 8 points worse than halflings, and that's that. We can't really like force the issue there too much more. Question is, are we going Chaos or Dwarves? I'm going to put one more on.
If you bid Simon's halflings, he's not going to hop on dwarves. Is that kind of exploitative?
I think that's a good point.
Black brown at this price. We're only giving them 25 coins divided by 2.
That's true. I think that you're right. We could really put the pain on them with black and brown. Though, to be fair, they can also just rush tons of victory points as gray and red right now. So that's a little scary. But I think that if I
we can be so evil to them. We can advance digs and then hit all the gray and red hexes.
I mean, but we also
remember the first thing we said, are we going to target one of them to kind of keep them in the Pokeball? We still can have those kind of ideas.
That's true. Okay, I think I'm ready to. I might just be ready to take dwarves at this point. Is that crazy?
No, black gray is fine.
Okay, I think Halflings and Chaos are a very strong team. I think that they actually did identify the best team. Like it is good to let we kind of like force Jekyll to tip her hand by bidding Chaos. The question is Halflings and Dwarves better than Alchemists? I mean, it is, but is it like 10 points better? Maybe not.
I think it's really comparable.
Okay, I'm going to test Jekyll on Chaos, and if she switches to Dwarves, she switches to Dwarves. But if she doesn't, then I think that I might go back to Dwarves.
And we just play ball?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like black-gray.
Yeah, I mean, black-gray is just like a great team, right? That can't be a bad team. And to be fair, brown and gray is also a good team. Oh, Jekyll likes...
Oh, she went back to black?
Yeah.
They're offering us that.
Yeah.
They're trying to be greedy with points. Okay. I don't think this is the right gray-red price. I'm going to do Alchemist again, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alchemist can take the shovel first and give it to dwarves. Like, Alchemist can dig E9 to gray with the spade tile.
I don't think that that's any good, right? I think that alchemists need to do their own thing. Alchemists need to, like early on as alchemists, you just need to get a ton of dwellings out. Otherwise, you can't do anything later.
Okay.
Do you agree with that, or like?
I'm looking at them double templing and then waiting one round. Yeah, it doesn't really work. The shipping lanes might be kind of clogged.
Yeah, because halflings are also. This is annoying from Jekyll. Now I kind of regret not just taking dwarves because we're getting bid down a little bit.
I know, me too. I kind of went, yeah.
Can we? All right, they're paying 17, 27, 25 points to be black and brown. I don't know. I feel like they're pretty good. I don't think that we should just let them have black and brown at 25, but it's up to you which one you want here. I think halflings and alchemists are both good bids.
I'm gonna actually hit brown. Okay.
I'm good with that.
Now we're offering them black and gray. Oh, okay, just hit it back.
Yeah. So now it's 27 points that we have if we're red and gray.
Okay, let's iron out where are we starting gray.
Yeah, because we're being offered gray and red, right? I think that if they're black and brown, they probably don't want to start F5, G5. That means that we could have a D7 chaos, but because Alchemist will be a neighbor there. But is that actually any good? Because that still kills Dwarves Town, right?
Yes.
Well,
unless dwarves are F6 and dwarves can't get G6, yeah.
Yeah, if Alchemists are starting G5, they never get G6. Or, actually, Alchemists might not be... I mean, still, that's not a great spot, right?
It looks like it just has to be Chaos on D4 and probably still Dwarves on E7.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. I think that Chaos could just build really tall, and then, they can still probably get C2 in a reasonable amount of time. Like, Halflings shouldn't be able to... Halflings and Alchemists can't dig C2 early.
No.
And then they can still try to get that C3 to A9 town. I don't know. That one's hard because Alchemist, Jekyll on Alchemist is going to be really aggressive economically and get B4 soon. So here's something that I'm noticing. Halflings are pretty likely to get the 2-key town. Halflings are likely to best faction here by a fair margin because they're going to get the 2-key town and they're going to have a good shot at dominating cults. Is there a world where we don't start E7 and we let Chaos have that center town so that Chaos can win the 2-key town race? Can they even do that?
I like it.
You might still not be able to pull it off, actually. That's the part that's kind of insane. Even vacating E7, I feel like Chaos might get beaten to the 2-key town by Halflings. Because Halflings can double dig either round 1 or round 2, get out a bunch of dwellings, and then they only need 3 TPs to make a 2-key town.
I think it's worth a shot. Can I just hit black again?
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah.
I'm getting close to gray-red and just trusting the game, though.
Yeah, I think that, unfortunately, I really wish that we had just taken, like, black and gray when we had a chance. I have so many regrets. Jekyll tricked me by bidding on Chaos. She double tricked me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think that we talked it through enough. I'm ready to just bid gray. Let's play a more normal game. We don't have to like try to be too cutesy.
Yeah, the funny thing is, black and gray often just throw a ton of leech at each other anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is a very natural type of way to play, and I think I'm just starting on the regular hexes here.
For sure, you have to start E7, and the next hex will be my neighbor. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I have decisions, though.
That's true. So, do you crowd Halflings on G5 or not? That's the biggest question.
I don't want to. Because what if I build a banana around you? If I go G5, G6, F7, E10, that gives you a ton of leech, doesn't give them any leech.
So my concern there is, do you get cut off from connection? That's one of the biggest reasons to be Alchemist, right? You get connection.
I can't conceive of getting cut off.
I can conceive of getting cut off, because Chaos could ship over and cut you off on D8, right?
I can get down to I10 and hit G3. If they sleep G4, I double dig there. That's a really good cutoff of them.
But Halflings should take that around.
I think I win the race to D8. Why don't I just go G5, E10? No.
No, I think
I'm going to go B5, G5. B5 works. B5, I'm not getting cut off.
But I mean, I think that you want E5, right? E5 is still like the best Alchemist line is still like that double ship, right?
Yeah, then I might get cut off, like you said. Oh, okay, who's beating me to D5? My connection, which comes to shove, can be D5 and G3.
Okay, cool.
I can go E5, G5.
Yeah, I am playing dwarves, so I can just leave G3 hanging. That's completely fine.
Yeah.
And I can connect on either D6 or E8 with the landscape. So, okay, cool. And maybe I might just be the worst economic faction anyway, so maybe I don't need to worry too much about connection. So yeah, then.
Yeah. Well, G3, who cares? I mean, if G3, I'll make it up to you. Like, I can dig things gray.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I think that round 1 is going to be super, super competitive with power actions. I'm getting like a pretty mediocre pass tile here. I think I'm going to get like either the 4 coins, a single worker, 2 coins, or 3 power. Probably the 4 coins is just the best. And I'm considering opening the game with snatching a priest, because I feel like priests are going to be very heavily contested here in round 1. The priest and the 2 workers, I think, are going to be the 2 most contested pass tiles in round 1. Like, I would love it if you got a priest, and then you could... Oh, wait. Are you starting on the spade, or are you starting on the priest or temp ship, or what? So, like, here's my argument for opening temp ship, right? You're guaranteed to get out temple 2 dwellings.
Yes.
But maybe that's not good enough.
Don't want to give them the spade is why I'm looking at spade more.
Oh, Halflings are considering starting F7. I think I kind of like that for Halflings, because then they can dig they can really mess with my dwarves hexes, especially D7. Like, I was thinking that I was getting an easy town from F6 to C5.
Yeah, well, we'll give you an easy town from F6 to I12. You can't really mess with you too much.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Okay,
I'm always getting that
this is
setting.
not scary to me. Did you see where they started?
He started B2.
It can't be right. So, okay, I lost the race to B3, but
Oh, that does mess with your shipping dreams. Oh, they could start double dig and then they can grab C1 B3. I think that might be their. They might start temp ship, go C1 B3 A7, and get out 3 dwellings in round one. That might be their
yeah,
plan.
that's what they're going for. Maybe even A7. They might could just do a pure dwelling. No, it's a temple round. They can't skip temple.
Yeah, but they could like dig C1 and not build it or something.
Well, now I can start temp ship though. Like if I start temp ship, they can't do anything to C1.
What if they just buy a priest?
Oh yeah, I guess they do have temple on me.
Wait, no, that's not true. You could 5 power priest, an advanced ship. Zach, yes. 2v2 is we combine our 2 scores. So I mean, I'm always starting F6, right? We don't need to think about
Yes.
this. Yeah. Sorry, I was thrown off so much by the B2 start that. So this is clearly an attempt to deny us some leech, I think. In part, it's to. It also messes with your shipping opening. So this means that we just take the spade, right? Or
Yeah.
well, how much do halflings want the spade? They want the spade quite a lot. Okay.
And they'll just have to take temp ship, and they'll hit 2 of my blacks. I can go south. I'm just gonna take the spade. Spade is like never wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is very creative, though. I feel bamboozled.
I think it's too fancy. I think we got him.
So now it's southern connection, right? The plan is to connect through the south. Okay, so you should.
On G3.
So I think that your plan now is to dig around me, right? Like that's probably the best way to make this work out.
Yeah, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great.
Okay. We're gonna start with a. Oh wait, do I want to steal the single spade? No, no. They all. Chaos is never single spading here. Chaos has the priest. Yeah, okay. I was thinking I could take like the 3 power and then single spade, but you actually want single spade. Okay, so I think that I'd probably just steal the priest then, right? Priest can't be wrong. I could send priest to water and then cult step it.
Yep, that seems like a good combo.
Okay. All right, suckers. Yeah, we can just try to win the water cult and the earth cult. Like, I mean, dwarves, I guess I can just try to win the water cult and the earth cult. And then halflings are probably upgrading first because double dig isn't threatened. That's nice for them. Jekyl is wondering whether she should throw priest to water. I think that's a mistake if she priest to waters. She should upgrade.
I think you have the earliest town now. Halflings aren't getting the 2-key town very early anymore.
Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah, they would need to. I don't think that they have the digging capability to help Chaos get the 2-key town yet. So, so that means I should be upgrading next to you. I should never be upgrading in the center here, right? Like that feeds way too much.
Plus, neither of them upgrade because then you're getting the 2s and they're getting the 1s. But yeah, it's probably just upgrade by each other and deny them leech.
Yeah, because we're benefiting off of their upgrades, but they're not benefiting off of our upgrades.
Which seems awesome.
Oh, you guys outsmarted yourselves, suckers. Oh, Jekyll, you jerk. So Jekyll is going to open with a sanctuary. I think that's what that's saying, right? Like she can now buy 2 workers. Yeah, she did throw. Yeah, she threw priest to water, which sucks. But
we should have seen that. Yes.
I mean, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. She might try to get onto my cult step next round. Then I don't know. We can figure something out here. Yeah, but I think that this is a little awkward for Simon because Simon is getting double dig, but has to upgrade and feed us leech while we don't feed them any.
Oh, and he gives me single spade if he upgrades even once.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can take G6, F7, and then that type of
nice.
Building those dwellings. Yeah, that's not the traditional like shipping rush for alchemists, but it's obviously very, very strong. So
I get the bonus E10. So.
Yep. Probably next round.
Let's talk favorite tiles. You still like Earth 1 for both of them? Are you liking Earth 2 more for any reason?
I mean, I always like Earth 2 as dwarves. To be fair, is there any Water 2 consideration for dwarves? It sounds wild, but here's my plea for Water 2. Water 2 means I get the spade, right? Oh wait, do I need the spade? Yeah, I need a Water 2 step to get the spade next round.
If you build a temple this round and you send your priest to water this round, then you have water 2 and 2 bumps. You can get up to 9. Well, yeah, but
Oh, so okay, so if I send 2 priests to water, Water 2, and then 2 bumps plus my extra bump. Oh yeah, that is step 9. I don't need the extra step, but 2 spades on the water cult can't be that bad.
No. But maybe let's not overinvest in spades because I can maybe be quick to digging for you.
Yeah, my thought is there a 2-key town in our plans, but probably. Oh wait, we can sequence it so that I get your bonus spade, right? Shouldn't we be able to actually do that?
I'm getting a bonus. Oh yeah. I should maybe dig for you if I get Act 5. Should I dig? Are you saying I should dig F5 with Act 5?
Sorry.
That I can bonus spade E9?
No. What I'm saying is you do your regular thing. You build around me. I get leech. But I would say upgrade here. I'd say upgrade here.
Yeah,
and then
I'll upgrade here.
Yeah, I'll upgrade and give you leech for a single spade. And I'm thinking that basically what I was saying is that if we sequence this round correctly, then I should be able to pass on to your spade, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, that kind of bonus spade, yeah.
Yeah. I can, which is great. Okay, so now Simon's going to give Jekyll leech. I think that the plan here is for Jekyll to be the main recipient of leech here. So I think that Simon's going to build the dwelling and let Jekyll upgrade D4. I suspect that that's what's happening here. I think that we're going to see A7 built, and then Jekyll will upgrade D4, and then Simon will upgrade E6 so that Jekyll gets more leech. Oh, I was wrong. I was dead wrong. I was, yeah.
I think I should Act 5 G6 and not build so that I'm for sure slow enough to give you the spade and so that I can get paper 11 in, Earth 1 in.
Let's count my actions. Sorry. So my actions are probably. I have 3 actions, right? I have a priest to a cult, I have a temple, and I have my cult bump. So you probably want to have.
I can dig and build, and temple. That's 3 actions. So I take 1, you take 1, I take 1, you take 1.
Okay, I think that you need to have 4 actions because. Yeah, you need 4 actions here, I think, because you're going before me. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to think. So you temple, I temple, right? You Act 5. I send priest. You bonus spade. I cult bump. And then you pass, I pass. Okay, so don't dig and not build, I think.
Okay. Well, so then I'm going to temple first because they're not grabbing Act 5.
Just temple for Earth 1.
So then I get the.
Yeah, I think just taking Earth 1 here is fine.
Yeah.
They're never getting Act 5, so. Okay. I do want to either send my priest or use. Okay, so do I want Earth 1?
It's decision time.
So I don't think Simon's taking Earth 1. That's part of the upside to not taking Earth 1 here. I might be able to get an Earth 1 in like round 4 with a Sanctuary. I kind of think that might be possible. Can I get enough economy out of Earth 2 to justify that in the meantime? So here's the thing about Water 2. Water 2 is, like, if I got Water 2 and the 2-key town, that really messes with Jekyll. But I don't know if that's enough to justify taking that type of like points and other economy hit. Because I can't actually get two useful spades off this cult, right? I can get like, oh no, I can because I have the center as well.
I always have it for.
I should be able to get at 6 next round, right? If you give me a ton of leech here, I'm sending priest to earth. I'm sending priest to earth here, and then that's 3 power. You're going to build around me for 2 more power, or for 4 more power, right?
Yeah,
so that's 7 power. That's enough for
7 total.
yeah, that's enough for Act 6 next round. Is that enough to justify taking Earth 1 here as opposed to Earth 2?
I think so. I think it is.
Okay. Okay. In any case, I have Temple on Earth 1 right now, so we can just postpone the decision. I'll just send the priest to Earth. Actually, whatever. I already decided. It probably air was a little better because it's 2 workers, but
Who knows if you still end up getting the 3 spot in there? That's down the road. I like the early powered wrap up Exodus.
I really think that Simon should probably take that spot. Simon is passing before me, right? Like, Simon has the fastest round. He just temples now and then builds either C1 or A7. Bruce Yu says that Earth 1 is double value in a zero-sum game. Bruce Yu, I agree with you. I think I was talking about this kind of earlier. I don't know if it was during the stream or not, but if you win network with both your factions, then you have plus 24 points versus your opponents. But Earth 1 could just be 20 points anyway. So the faction that loses out on Earth 1, it hurts. But we do know that Simon isn't opening Earth 1. So that is a good reason to consider opening, like, would Air 2 be too cutesy? Air 2 might be too cutesy. It comes with a worker, but the worker comes so much later. Earth 2 has to be better than Air 2, right? Considering that I already have double dig.
And leech isn't a problem. You're just gonna have enough power.
Yeah, so here's my thought. Can I go Earth 2 into Earth 1 next round? Like, next round I'm gonna have...
Yes. Yeah.
I think that might be the play, right?
No, I like that.
Yeah, Simon's not going to build Earth 1 next round. He doesn't have neighbors. You know what? I think we played ourselves. I think I was supposed to take single spade here, and you were supposed to take the bonus spade and double spade next round. But it's probably not a big deal.
Yeah.
That's probably not a big deal.
Oh yeah, what am I doing next round?
Yeah. Well, next round you have E10 for free. That's nice. Yeah, getting cut off the north does suck. That is good for... That's very good for halflings. But halflings have an awkward spot where... What about B4, right? B4 is kind of an awkward spot for them now. Because Chaos really want that for their town. Unless they're going C2, C3. I guess they can just do C2, C3. Jekyl doesn't have enough to take the coins here, so that's lovely. She's going to have to down convert 1 power. Simon is taking Earth 2, which for some reason I didn't expect that, but I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, that's to advance digs as early as possible and help Chaos Magicians as much as possible. Which notice Chaos Magicians took water too. I didn't.
Oh yeah, definitely a good call. Definitely a good decision by me not water too then. Yeah, because she would have just crushed me. And so okay, so they're winning they're probably going to win 3 cults between them. I wonder how much cult play you can get here. Maybe all we need is just one 8-pointer apiece, and then we get minimums on cults, and I get the Earth cult, and we'll just try to dominate network. I don't
If we
know.
pull off 1 8 apiece, that would be amazing.
Yeah. Okay, I have a cult bump that I can use here. I think I'm putting it on air. No, Simon's putting priest to air, so that doesn't do me anything. Could put it on earth. We don't really need it on earth. Sorry, I was thinking fire, because then I could maybe send first priest to fire. I'm never losing out on Act 6 next round. Oh wait, I could lose. No, I don't think Jekyll's going to be able to Act 6 before me next round. All right, let's bump fire and see how this goes. This does put pressure on the first priest to fire now. No one else needs it really, but all right. I have a small question. So, do I still want the 2-key town here?
It's probably still good if you did it early. You can just trust the game.
Yeah, but I'm just looking at the economy that I'm actually getting out of it.
I always think that's the case with the 2-key town. I always add up the economy in my mind, and it doesn't seem like enough. But I just trust that it actually does work
Yeah,
out.
somehow like it winds up being enough. Wow, Jekyll didn't take Earth 1. That's so bold. I love this. Jekyll went 4 econ as Chaos Magicians. So I definitely think it was the right call for me not to take Earth 1 then. They're going to play like kind of not rush Earth 1 against each other. And okay, so I'm not templing for Earth 1 next round either then. I think I might TP next round. I have a bunch of spades. I can get out 3 dwellings and a TP. I think that might be the play.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to open probably with priest. We'll open with the priest to fire. Then we'll do Act 6, take E9, F4. And then I have a bonus spade. I probably take G2 with that to cut off halflings. And
yeah, you want to make sure you don't lose the race to G2.
Yeah. Okay, cool. There's no way that Simon should be able to mess with G2, right? He would have to Act 5. He would have to pass onto power, Act 5, and then single spade G2. That can't possibly be correct for him.
Especially because it doesn't really hard cut you off. You still have F4, G3, or even like D5, C4, or E8. Like it costs you 1 spade.
Exactly. That can't be a good move for him. Well, I mean, G2 is bad because I would lose access to G1. But that still can't.
Landscape.
What was that?
I have a landscape. So...
Yeah, but the landscape would have to go somewhere like it would have to go on F4 if I actually wanted access. Ooh, wait, hold on. Could landscape on F4 be good? Landscape on F4 means I can tunnel to C. I get C2 if that happens.
Oh, that's cool. You at least threaten C2. You get G1 right away.
But actually, do Chaos actually want C2 though? I actually don't think that Chaos particularly wants C2 that much.
Unless they're trying to go for a double bridge town, yeah.
Yeah.
They want C2 because it gets halflings neighbors, but then if you just give halflings neighbors, that's good enough for them.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, that's probably not worth it then. It was a cool thought though, right? Like, I actually did have tempo on C2, which was pretty cool, but I actually don't think that's probably not actually correct.
Can you take C3 from her? Instead of building a trading post, invest those 2 workers and hopping to C3?
So if I Act 6, so that's like, we're talking about, well, Jekyll will probably just take C2 next round anyway, right? She can advance ship and single spade. Or, no, she's going to get onto temp ship. Or, hold on, what do you want here? Do you want the temp ship? Do you want the worker?
Kind of. My round's not looking good. If I take ship scoring and get a priest, I can at least get 6 points out of the bat. Hard dig F5 and build H5.
Right, but you have E10 for free, so you're not getting the value out of that anyway, right?
Yes.
Is it possible that temp ship is better? So here's my argument for temp ship. You get F5, right? Oh, that's a single spade, so you don't get a priest to get it. Oh no, okay, yeah. You act 5 on F5. You advance ship.
You're right.
You get 3 dwellings
And then
and
you
you
get
still
H5
have
and E10. Yeah, it's temp ship.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I feel like Act 5 next round is actually really good. If we just take all the spades out of the game. All right. I down convert. Do I down convert into a worker possibly? That's probably not correct. I think I down convert into a coin here.
Hey, Jekyll hasn't used her water. Do you want to sneak in Act 4? Or would she just not use her bump and take the shovel?
I think that the spade is too good. I don't think that I can pass on the spade here. Jekyll, they've already shown a willingness to block, so this is quite good for her as well. Now she gets to bump water, and then she passes on to the thing, and then she gets to bump water twice to get 2 spades. So I think that that's probably her play. But her round is going to be really short. I don't think she's building any dwellings next round, because if she bumps 3 times on water, and then she advances ship, and then she takes, does anything else, then her 2 spades probably go on, if one of them goes on C3, then I'm just going to take C3 from her. So,
yes.
So I don't think that she's going to get too cutesy here. Yeah, that bump on water.
Ship twice, just so that she can use her 2 cold spades better.
Yeah, that's true. She might be passing on to the ship scoring, but she doesn't have coins to advance ship twice and buy.
She's passing on the cold bump. I'm just saying that, okay, so she's at the end of round 2. She has 2 spades. Where does she put them? Because she can't put them on C3.
Yeah. Okay, so I think if I'm chaos here, I'm passing on to the cult bump, and then I'm buying a priest with my first action.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, you can't buy the priest because you have nowhere to ship to. So, okay, that's fine then. She can get 2 spades. I think that's fine. She can do her thing. And, yep. So there it is. So halflings probably open with a priest to a cult. I think that halflings are opening priest to air. So that means that you are probably... Are you just opening Act 5?
Yes.
Maybe take Act 5 but don't build. Because I won't be able to take the whole leech.
Okay.
Actually, taking F5 is fine because I'll give you leech on E9 instead. So it's the same amount of leech. I think.
Oh yeah, and you can take one of them. It's saving you a victory point too.
Yeah. I think that victory point is I have so much power right now that actually might not be such a bad thing. This has to be priest to air, right? I don't think that Simon is taking the... I think that it's probably wrong for Simon to try to take the, what's it called here? Single spade. Oh, he takes the coins. Okay, that's fine. He's going to advance ship and build A7. That's fine by me.
He's advancing dig, but I mean, we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to build F5 here.
Yep, sounds good. Okay, do I sneak my priest to fire then? Or a priest to air, maybe? Which one do we like more?
Yeah, you definitely should sneak your priest, but... I think you like air more, don't you?
Yeah, so the thing is, the priest is just one worker there, but... Yeah, I think priest to air feels good. Yeah, air feels pretty good. Because Simon really wants priest to air. Jekyll can take priest to fire, but is that good?
4-point tile by then. It might fall to you, and then it's an easy bump to air.
Okay, let's do this. Jekyll takes a priest. That seems quite... Yeah, we knew that was happening. I wonder if Jekyll is going to burn down to 5 power here. Because she could build A6 this round, right? And then she could actually put her spades on B4 and D3.
Yeah, she doesn't need X6 with a halfling friend.
Yeah, I think that she might actually be building A6, B4 next round. And then D3, E3. That's actually really good. Man, this is... Some players are just so good. I will need to... That means that I'll need to build up my stuff so I can meddle with D6 next round. Because I really don't want her on D6. That's 2 hexes. And actually, maybe it's okay if she gets D6 as long as I just take... No, because D6 also interferes with C5 for me. I'm not building C5 this round, probably. Maybe I can just leave G2. Maybe the right play is E9, D7, C5. I get 3 dwellings out that way. And I just build F4 and don't build a TP. Can no TP be correct here?
I like that. I don't think we want CMs up in our business. That seems safe and good.
Okay, so maybe I just float F4 and then I hard dig, and I build and hard dig G2 next round. That seems reasonable.
We're floating F4? I mean,
well, okay, maybe I don't need a TP.
Why aren't you building F4? Don't you just have enough workers?
No, I was thinking that I build E9, D7, C5, and then I make a TP. But probably I just don't make a TP, and it's fine.
Yeah, it's always fine not to make an early TP with 4.
Yeah. I'm like trying to greed 5 points by being like, oh, I can get 3 points for the TP this round and like 2 points for the dwelling next round. But the territory is really, really valuable. So what did Simon do? Yeah, Simon did advance ship. Okay. Okay, so let's take our Act 6 now. We're going to build on E9 first to give you leech. I'll leave this guy floating because Terra thinks that I should have priest blocked Jekyll. Oh, that's a really good call because I knew that I was going to... Because we knew that Jekyll wanted the priest. So we could have actually just blocked her and taken away her shipping line.
Yeah, we weren't thinking mean enough.
Yeah, that's a really good call, Terra Steel. Yeah, because like if I... That's true, because if I know what Jekyll is doing, then why wouldn't I just interfere with her? That was probably the... Yeah. What's the point of knowing what your opponents are going to do if you don't respond accordingly?
You could have rebuilt up the power to still take double dig.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've been down converting into coins, and it's like that's not super needed. Okay. Is there any world where I just want Earth 1 here? Probably not, right? So here's the upside to Earth 1. I get 3 points here. I'm guaranteed a lot of dwelling spots next round. No, that can't be right. I think that Earth 1 can't be right here.
Close.
Yeah, because I'm not guaranteed a... Well, I should be able to get a power spade next round. I might get Act 6 again next round, right? Can I? No, I don't think I can get Act 6 next round.
I can get you 3 more power this round.
Yeah, but that involves
making... for a worker town.
Yeah, I don't think that seems great, though.
I mean, what other early town do I want?
Well, the question is, like, do you actually want an early town, right? Okay, you know what? I'm just going to build dwellings. I'm not going to worry about taking Earth 1 here. Because that means floating F4, which, again, we didn't really like. Okay, here's my idea now for I have a new idea for building a TP. I float at C5. C5 is actually a safe hex. So I build F4 and then I make a TP and then I float C5. That's actually a safe way to do it, right?
Yeah, that's what I was counting the whole way. I was actually kind of confused what you were.
Oh yeah, no. I was like, oh, well, we have to float F4, but I was wrong. I can float G2 instead, or I can float C5 instead, and then I still have tempo on G2. Unless Simon decides to build F3 here, which he could, but he doesn't have advanced digs, so that's a hard dig now, and then next round he'd have to use all of his workers to dig G2 next round. He can do that. That actually, it does annoy me quite a bit. I would have to double spade G5 or E8, I guess, in that case. But, I mean, he can do that. Simon does just pass, though, so now I do have tempo on G2. Yeah, I guess Jekyll is probably building A6 to give Simon some leech. I have to give Simon leech here. Is Simon getting Act 4 if I build F4 and TP there?
Well, he's getting 2 from Jekyll.
And then 4 from me. That puts him 1 short of being able to Act 4. But also, our opponents are always getting Act 4, right? Like, I'm never taking coins next round. Am I?
I can give you a 4 for 3 right now.
That's true, but my thing is like, do I actually want Act 4 next round anyway? Like, that doesn't seem very good, right? Like, I actually don't want.
It's always good. You can just close your eyes and do it. You don't like Alchemist early down. I should just wait till round 5.
I think that you should just wait until round 5. Yeah, I think that you should just wait until round 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Build H5 then.
Okay. Build this. All right, yeah, so now the question is, do we build a dwelling or do we build a TP? The answer is probably just a dwelling, right? It's more tunnels. I'm still playing dwarves. Jekyll needs to use 2 cult funds.
TP's more fun.
So, do you want the... Okay, so I think that between the two of us, we should be both passing on to scoring favors here, right?
Yeah, I should try and take ship. You should maybe take houses. Seems pretty straightforward.
So how many TPs am I building next round? No, I actually don't think I think I might only be building 1. The dwelling tile might be worth a lot more points to me. The worker is nice, though. So okay.
I'm out of stuff. I'm just passing for ship scoring, right?
I think ship scoring is good. I'll give you a leech, and then you can buy the priest, and then you can actually build B5, which is pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
that'd be cool.
Maybe hard dig H2, and then get down there as well.
If I get a priest, I kind of want to add dig.
Well, you're on the ship scoring though, right? Like, don't you want to advance ship there, and then you can advance digs like later?
It's 3 points. The earlier we advance digs, the more shenanigans we can get up to.
That's true, but if you buy a priest, then that's actually 6 points, right? And you still get a free hex out of it. I don't know. You could be right. I don't. Yeah, you could definitely be right there.
I can get hexes out of digging.
Okay, so Jekyll wants my spade. So Jekyll wants my spade anyway. So the dwelling tile is a lot more points for us, or for me, right? Like, I'm probably ending this round with C5, H6, I9, so that's 7 dwellings, and maybe G2 as well.
Yeah, I think it's dwelling. Like, is a worker worth how many more points would it be?
5-ish more points, yeah. Okay. All right, I think that next I'm gonna try to have a fast round. I'll build c5, h6, g2. Do I have enough workers for that? That's 1 for c5, 3 for h6, hard dig g2, right? And then I have just enough stuff. So that's a 3 action round. Then I can pass on to the TP tile, and then make sanctuary for water 1 first thing. Oh wait, hold on. I don't want sanctuary there. Oh crap. That's awkward.
I think this is fixable. You can count on me digging something for you, maybe.
Oh, G3.
Or you just bridge down to G3. You can just bridge to G3.
Yeah, G3 or I6 could do it. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. So, okay, yeah, I think that no one else should be having faster than 3 actions next round. Halflings could. Halflings aren't getting Act 4 like they might have wanted. So they could have a very fast round here. No, they want to build dwellings. Never mind. They want to advance digs and build dwellings. They're probably building through D2, E2, E1 this round. That's what I would guess. I think they have like enough, just about enough stuff to do that.
Alright, I'm taking the priest, whatever I'm doing with it.
Yeah, the only, yeah, okay, you burn down to 3, that's fine. We lose some value from your stronghold, but I think that'll be fine.
Also don't care.
Okay. Let's just take G2 now. Feels good. Oh, actually, can I take D6? Is that worth it? Is that ever worth it to take D6? The answer is probably no, right? That's 1 hex for Jekyll. It's like a second hex on A12, but she's not building that this round anyway.
Oh, it's very likely worth it.
You think that D6?
Well, no, I mean, look at her town. She has a nice town, E9 through D6. Unless you take D6, then she has to do another double dig and still beat you to A10. Or I guess she has a bridge if C3 to A9.
Yeah, I think that C3, like her town is going through C3 probably, right? Like I have to tunnel and make like an expensive dig in order to really mess with her, I think. But in any case, we can just wait until she builds B4 to make that call anyway, right? We're always taking C5. By the way, I do love that you're the only person with a scoring favor. Hopefully that'll continue to pay off for us. We're also the only, like, we're also sitting on scoring pass tiles, so that's really nice as well.
Yeah, I think I have to add ship as fun as add dig is. Because next round I get my stronghold, and I don't want to waste the landscape. If I'm on B5, I maybe can mess with her town.
Oh, that's a good call. Yeah, being on B5.
Digging is so much.
Yeah, I know it is fun to be on to have advanced digs, but I feel like getting a 3 ship is just like generally a strong call. Terra Steel is saying that Jekyll is about to have a monster round. Oh, Jekyll got the coins. Yeah, Jekyll is going to have a monster round. But I mean, she's building 4 dwellings, right? Like we knew that she was building 4 dwellings. Like that was the price that we paid from not blocking her last round. It's not like we're making mistakes here.
Yes. Yeah, if we maybe should have hit her earlier.
We should have taken the priest
because we weren't mean enough to see guys.
Yeah, Terra Steel had a very good point. We should have just taken the priest. That was where we made our mistake last round. But okay. I was talking about hard digging, but maybe I can just Act 5 on G2 instead. If I Act 5 on G2, then I can tunnel twice. I can tunnel to I9, that gives you a neighbor, and I can tunnel to G1. I think that has to be a play, right?
Yeah, that looks better.
Okay. Yesterday I won a game as Fakirs where I took Act 5 3 times and Act 6 0 times. It's the best. It's the best power action. What can I say? I think that making a bridge town is a little more difficult than I was claiming that it was going to be. In terms of my water one theory.
Okay, well, I don't think halflings even want F3 anymore. I can always dig that gray.
Yeah, I was thinking that
D8 gray or D5 gray.
Yeah, and also maybe all advanced digs as well. We'll see. Like my problem is that Act 5 actually kind of killed my coin economy, but that's okay. I can go Sanctuary plus 1 TP next round, and then maybe I'll have the stuff to, yeah, somehow I'll find a way to get another town, whether it's by bridge or not. Simon's having a slow round, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, we thought he was going fast.
Yeah. Oh, Jekyll has a spade in hand, but she doesn't have a place to use it. She might just. Am I crazy? She might just be messing with us with this spade.
Yeah, she can't turn C4 gray. No, yeah, she can't turn anything gray. So like any of these greens, she can't use.
Right.
She can make A5 brown. Why not? You know.
Right. Okay, whatever. I'm just going to tunnel G1, tunnel H5, and call it probably.
You can still E3 from her.
No, I can't. I don't have the workers.
you do. Oh no. Yeah.
Oh, this is actually a really cool game plan from Halflings and Chaos though. To like Halflings are they're gonna neighbor each other up for these towns, and then Halflings can dig F2 and F1 for them. But I think that stealing F2 might be a good call for me.
If I get you get to F2.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna have the chance though, because if I do go with the Sanctuary TP plan, then I'll be out of coins. Maybe a Sanctuary isn't right for me next round. It probably has to be right.
You cut out what has to be right?
Oh, like I was thinking Sanctuary TP next round was my plan, but maybe that's not quite right.
So like being more concerned with F2.
Yeah, because taking F2 away from Chaos is really, really annoying, I think. They really want a town there.
Stops the whole town, yeah.
But then how many towns do I get then? Maybe it's a one-town game for me, but I kill one of Chaos's towns and that annoys them?
Oh, you're getting it 2 towns, even if you don't get them both in round 5. Have your eastern town solved, and your middle town will happen.
That's true. I guess they can't really deny me every hex.
No.
It'll be hard for you to
turn. 5 hexes. You have 6 hexes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, so I think that I shouldn't panic, and I should just take the Sanctuary for Water 1 next round. That said, I mean, so Jekyll has no chance at taking. Oh no, I mean, I don't want the Sanctuary so I can get Water 1. I want the Sanctuary because the Sanctuary is just good, right? It's good scoring. It also saves me 3 points when I do take Water 1. Okay, where do I go? I think I go H6. No, you don't want the Leech right now, right? You're building your Sanctuary. You're building your Stronghold next round. So you actually don't want Leech. So I should tunnel.
Yeah, I would decline it.
I would tunnel to I3 probably then. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We're ready to pass now. Feels pretty good. One thing that also feels good is that halflings have used up their dig advance points, and they still only have 44 points. Lustrous says that dwarves having the monopoly on double dig here seems pretty good. It seems pretty good until you realize that dwarves used their double dig power to single dig, and now they also don't have coins. Anyway, I do think that my plan is probably pass on to the TP tile, send a priest to air, sanctuary, and TP in the center next to halflings. That's probably the plan next round.
Do I just put my next house on H4?
I don't think that H4 is threatened. I was thinking that H2 might be okay because then you get I2. Oh, but you don't only have one hex left, like one structure left.
Oh. I didn't see H2. I like H2. Gives you a neighbor.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then you can put your TP there, and then you have a town spot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good town spot.
Am I going fast or slow also? Probably fast.
Simon's been playing really slow, so I think that we're like Jekyll has a spade in hand and the water 2-step. I think that we're probably both passing before them. Okay, hold on. Jekyll wants your ship tile.
So slow.
But doesn't matter that much. One of us is like I'm probably passing here. Maybe I have time to send a priest. I have time to send a priest, right? Simon is always building E1. Jekyll is still doing stuff.
Well,
I can always
if they're stalling, we just trust that they'll just keep stalling.
Yeah, but also I can just send the priest next round, right? I can just send the priest to air next round.
I'm gonna go slow.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean they're stalling for whatever reason, so.
Yeah, I'm just kind of trusting that.
Yeah.
Their stall will be consistent anyway, and that they should want to stall. So let's copy them. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that their plan is to get on 2 scoring tiles next round and then have a long round 5 as well. Lox thinks that in 2v2, a dwarf's stronghold is much better. That's probably true, but I can't afford to build a stronghold next round. Guys, this is not the right way to play your economy. Don't build your economy this way at home. So one annoying thing is that now you can't really dig hexes for me. Jekyll is surrounding me, especially E3. Jekyll now surrounds that, so now I can't get F3. Or, like, leaving a hanging hex now is like death.
Yeah. With next round's turn order, but there might be a round sometime. Oh, and I6 bridge is always going to be there as an absolute backup.
That's true. Yeah, if I ever get power into my bowls again, which remains to be seen.
Well, in round 5, I can start throwing you as much power as you want.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. And you're about to give me 3 power here as well. So we're getting cycling going again. Oh, so your stronghold goes down in the south then.
Yes.
All right, so quick thoughts about what we're doing with our next round. I was talking about making the sanctuary and 1 TP, right? Like we could do that for this round. Could I also just make 2 TPs and tunnel once instead. Does that make any sense? Economy-wise, that's 2 coins better, and economy-wise, that's 2 coins and 2 points better. But the downside is that I miss out on 5 points. And I probably have, and also I miss out on water 1 points. Okay, yeah, the point scoring wise, I think that Sanctuary still has to be better.
Yep.
Hey, are you willing to pass here? I guess Simon is getting that tile anyway, so. Do you think that maybe next round you just have a really fast round? Like, I think that you outstalled Jekyll here, right? Jekyll has 2 actions. You have 2 actions. Oh, wait a second. You're going next. So Jekyll is outstalling you. So she is getting that pass tile. Okay. So then our opponents will be sitting on the points favors. I mean, Simon is definitely passing for this dwelling tile. There's no question, and he's also getting a coins action. Like I'm virtually certain about Simon's next 2 actions.
I think I'm just going to pass on to 5 coins. I don't know.
Oh, that feels underwhelming, but I think the temp ship does absolutely nothing, so.
I'm not going to have any trading posts out. So.
Yeah.
I think next round I'm just going to take water 1 and a stronghold and then care about bonus tiles more than anything else.
How are you getting water 1?
H2 is going to be a temple this round, right? So then I just go water 1 and then I turn I2 into a stronghold.
Okay, fair enough. So you're just floating H3 then? I guess that's fine. You can always connect on I4 and you always get a town through either H1 or I11 or I1. Or you, I mean...
You're worried about halflings getting to H3 before?
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that, but I don't think that they're actually going to do that. Simon's pretty... He would need to advance ship. Actually, no, he could just... Yeah, he's never digging F2. So he would have to take F3, which he doesn't want, and advance ship, and then build H3 just to try to mess with you. I don't think that's happening this round. He's building TPs, so...
I'll have time to react.
Yeah, you can
In that
always
case,
respond.
I just wouldn't build my stronghold, and I think it'd be worse for halflings than me.
Also, building that town 1 round early is not the end of the world. It's 5 points, and you can use it to snowball a little bit more anyway, so... Like, build some more TPs and whatever, so... Okay, sounds good. Look at Jekyll's power management. That makes me feel really good.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's ugly.
I guess you're also overflowing pretty badly, but...
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not
and I'm actually not overflowing because I'm only getting 1, even though I can take 6.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about when I build my stronghold? Yeah,
I'm talking about the stronghold. Yeah, I'm talking about the stronghold. You're going to overflow by like a dozen. Zach wants to know if scores are usually higher or lower in 2v2. This is my first 2v2 game, Zach, so I apologize for the low quality of play that you're seeing, but I think that Terra Steel or Matt might be able to answer better.
I think they're higher. I still haven't really seen a really defensive one. Like, I think it could get ugly. You just take it to the streets early, but...
I mean, to be fair, Halfling starting B2 is really interesting. So this round we probably expect Jekyll to make her temple, right? Jekyll might take both scoring favors with her. No, I think Simon probably is more likely to want Water 1. Jekyll is more likely to want Earth 1, and she
Yeah,
might also
Simon
take.
one.
She might take Fire 2. I don't know if she needs Fire 2, but she might need it. Like it looks like she has 2 4-hex towns, and it's kind of hard to make 2 4-hex towns with without Fire 2 and without making a stronghold. Because I really don't think Jekyll's making a stronghold. So she probably does want.
She's also going to need 1 or 2 bridges, which we can always interfere with.
Oh, I don't think she needs any bridges. If she gets C5, she doesn't need a bridge. She could also maybe get D5, E8. That might happen, but I'd probably have to interfere with that if I see that happening in round 6. That's like a round 6 thing to happen anyway. Terra Steel thinks that his guess would be that scores are higher, but there can be ugly ones which depress everyone's points a lot. This one I think so far is pretty average. I actually think that it might be a little lower than normal because people haven't been getting points off of scoring favors early. This game has been blocky. Bruce Yu doesn't think that this game has been blocky. I think this game has been quite blocky. So here are some reasons why I think that this game has been blockier than normal. I think that the upgrades in the center, I am definitely upgrading E7 in a normal game, right? Like there's no way I'm not upgrading E7 in a normal game. Halflings aren't starting B2 in a normal game either. They took away 2 blacks that alchemists love shipping to at the beginning of the game. So I think that those are some reasons why this game was blockier than normal. One reason it was less blocky than normal is that I didn't take the priest when I saw that that was Jekyll's best line. So that was a mistake. I don't know what Jekyll's up to here. She might just turn C2 or A. I think that she should probably just turn A5 to brown or red. Because otherwise I don't see really what's happening here. Lustrous, I think that that is exactly what's going to happen. I think that CM are going to be digging F2 and F1 for chaos. That said, I still have vague dreams about hitting F2 if they're too slow to build those hexes this round. I think that Jekyll is considering turning C3 to gray. And I think that that's actually a good read because I don't think that I can get there fast enough to mess with it, right? I don't have any dwellings left on my board, so I would need to sanctuary. Like I'm building my sanctuary, and then I need to make a TP. She can get there before, but honestly, with halflings on her team, she should really just be trying to help halflings or something here. She turns a green. Okay, she takes F2. That also makes sense. I mean, that's getting spaded by halflings with like their second action, so I'm not going to worry about taking F2 here. It's obviously very tempting looking, but like I can't actually do anything, so I'm not going to get too distracted by that. Do you like the priest or the coins?
I think I like the coins.
I think I like
the last thing I need priest. I have 1 priest, and then my landscape should be my last priest.
Yeah, you're right. I do have a question though. Are you actually building your sanctuary? You have 4 workers.
Am I building my sanctuary? It's going to go stronghold temple. Are you saying look at temple sanctuary?
Well, so if you build, like, you can't even take Act 3 anymore, right? So I just wonder about how. Oh, okay. You're thinking you'll build a stronghold and then you'll just build a temple for Water 1. You won't build a sanctuary.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah. That's better. That's fine. Okay, cool.
Very similar, I think.
Obviously, you can't take this leech, but I'm still gonna. I think that it's just still my best line.
I almost could. No, I can't. That's worth it.
Like it's just 1 worker, right? That's the sad thing about it.
Yes.
Water 1 has to be better than Earth 1 at this point. I guess there's an argument for Air 1. Air 1 is an extra worker, and this round it's probably worth 2 points. No, because I'm building. Yeah, Air 1 was arguably almost as good there.
More defensive value in water one, though.
Yeah, agreed. Because our opponents clearly want water one more. That said, I mean, like, you're probably the one who's going to get blocked from water one, so it's kind of a moot point, I guess.
I'm taking it right. I'm taking it right now.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I do like that type of defensive play. Chaos Magicians really just want Earth 1 here, but they obviously can take a second favor anyway. Probably Water 1 is better than Fire 2 for them. Yeah, actually Water 1 has to be better than Fire 2 for Chaos, I think.
Yeah.
Chaos are gonna, yep, they're going for they're gonna take Earth 1 here. That seems fine. I'm finally gonna throw a bone to halflings. But I think that probably halflings have to dig F2 to red this action. Right, like that has to be what's happening here, I think.
Yeah, if they forget, definitely take F2.
Yeah. If they don't, then I'm going to put my priest to air. Yeah, not digging F2 here is crazy, I think. Turn that baby red. There it is. Okay. All right, so now you're just going to stronghold on I2 probably.
Yes, I'm looking one more time at Sanctuary and never building the stronghold. If I had a better favor, but I mean, I have all the favors I want.
Oh, Sanctuary is kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean, like, Fire 2 is obviously bad. There's also Air 1, but how many TPs are you gonna... I
I'll
think
do
that
like 5 points out of Air 1 all game. I'm not going to get any of this round.
Yeah, the Stronghold is 12 points, right? The Stronghold is just straight up 12 points. Like, that's got to be better.
Enables the landscape. It's Stronghold.
Yeah. So then next round you'll advance digs once, drop the landscape on H3, and then dig and build I4, I guess? Something like that?
Yeah, that was fun.
Cool. It is a little sad. One thing that's a little sad about Alchemists is that they're not very good at taking Leech. I could... Jekyll making this temple is so greedy, it just makes me want to drop my landscape on F2.
Do it. No, I'm very sure that's correct.
You think that dropping...
Just like double blitz.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're playing, like, it's a game, right? Like, we're just gonna mess with them and see what happens. Yeah, like, it's a team game, right? So, like, one town fewer for our opponents is really good news for us.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, especially this is like their best town, right? Like, this is the town that she's closest to. Yeah, this is going to cost her a lot that she decided to greed out Earth 1 instead of F2.
Yeah, this is really inaccurate by them.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, landscape it is. She's thinking through it.
Yeah, she might undo.
You should undo this, Jekyll. I'm just going to say, you should undo this for sure. I'm certain that that's what's going on in that chat right now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got to do what you got to do, right? Like, this doesn't hurt my worker production, so... Alright, now we pass for coins. Action. And I guess I'm just taking the spade, right? You can have however long a round you want. You're getting onto a scoring pass tile this round because the moment that I pass, you're gonna get.
Three there.
You have 3 at your disposal. Um,
Gosh, if you're on Spade, you can look at taking C4, and then she won't make any towns in the town round.
I think that I would rather make my own town then, right? I'm probably taking F3 if I get the spade, or E8 rather. Now F3 is better because it has better TP neighbor spots.
Gosh, if you wait long enough, I can give you a gray at the end of the next round, maybe. Let me count my workers.
I wouldn't count on that because Jekyll can always have a really long round, right? And Jekyll now that Jekyll's not trying to make 2 towns, she can really afford to mess with me. So I probably think that going that route is a little iffy. Terra Steel says that he loves it. He loves that I blocked F2 from Chaos there. I appreciate that. I also love this. I'm pretty excited about this move. This was like I would never do this in a normal game, right? Like first of all, halflings would never have done that. Chaos would have been more defensive as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm never making like that type of block in a normal game. But in a 2v2 where it actually is zero sum, I feel like it actually is a strong move. How much stuff does Jekyll have? Can she go Scorched Earth and start taking all my tunnels away? She could. She could like come at G4 and then.
No, I'll reload them.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You can always make me more like E11 should always be a tunnel spot, right?
Yes, A10, A12, H1.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. The I5. Yeah. Is there 3 towns in this Alchemist game plan?
Yeah, for sure.
You think that there's a town coming through H4 and stuff?
Yeah, you'll need to give me at least one neighbor down there, but we can make that happen. Yeah, those are 2 tunnels that I want to give you.
Okay.
I6 and G3 can be gray a lot of the time.
Well, that's true, and actually Chaos can't ship down to I6 unless they get F3. So that's pretty cool. And they're not getting I3. Oh wait, Halflings could dig F3 to red, and then that would be annoying. I would not be shocked to see that happen, actually. But next round, my bonus spade hard dig is probably going on F3, I think. So.
Yeah, so unless it's Simon right before Jekyll, they can't leave it red for very long or at all.
Yeah, yeah. I just need to make sure that I have workers or I have free dwellings. So next round I make 3 TPs and 1 dwelling. I'm a little bit worker short on that because I need a hard dig as well on F3, but I think that should be okay. I can take a workers town and a cult town, I think. Simon is advancing shipping, which is a little scary. He has a ton of stuff, so he might actually go Scorched Earth on us now in response. H3 is a little bit under threat.
But if I get H1, I can still town, I can connect E5 to I6.
Are you getting H1?
It is scary, I admit. But...
Is H1 actually happening, though? That's actually the real question, right? Like, because Jekyll can't advance ship, but Simon can dig. I think Simon might be able to. Oh, Simon doesn't have free dwellings. Okay, so Simon can't get H1 right now. This is close. This is really close. Yeah, I think that if I'm halflings, I'm probably responding by going to war and taking H3 this round. But I think that's something that just we were kind of prepared for. All right, I'm passing. The one thing that I could do to help you here is to take Act 5 and turn H3 to black, but that's probably not good, right? Like, I need my coins.
Yeah.
I don't...
I only need H1.
Okay. I won't strand you then, because... All right, So you're on your own there. I'm passing. I'm going to get the coins action and spade. Wow, Simon has a million workers. Look at his worker income next round, too.
Dude. Yeah. He can do evil stuff.
Yeah.
He might be able to cut me in half. I don't know. I have a lot of flexibility.
Oh. Lox is making a great point. He thinks that Simon might be digging out the center town for Chaos now. So Chaos can here's how Chaos can still make 2 towns, right? Simon digs out D5, Chaos build D5. Then Simon digs out C4, Chaos builds C4. And then next round I have to just, if I take coins next round, then Chaos hard dig E8, and then they 2 town.
Yep, so we have to pay attention and see if it's ever good to cut them off again.
Yeah, like...
But that looks kind of unstoppable. We can't outdig 17 worker.
Yeah, I mean, if halflings get their town, halflings get their town. Or, I mean, if Chaos get 2 towns, Chaos get 2 towns, right? Like, that was always a risk. And, like, we were kind of planning for that possibility. The only reason why we're looking at Chaos not getting 2 towns is because we got, like, a little lucky that they were careless. Yeah, halflings are going to dig D5 next. Chaos should be able to build both those hexes. They have lots of dwellings on their board still. And then E8 is just going to float, but I'm probably taking coins first, so they'll get E8 next round. That's okay. I think that's okay. We can't literally take away everything from them, as much as I would love to.
Right. Okay, I have a dumb cold bump, and I don't care where it goes. Hope. Air?
Let's see. Earth is definitely wrong. Fire... Actually, I kind of like air, because you could also, like, look at sending a priest to air here, right? Yeah.
And other solutions might end up just taking a point from you.
Yeah, exactly. We're both, like, low on the other tracks. Hey, look at that beautiful leech. Thank you, Chaos. Yeah, actually, it's very awkward for us if halflings do build H3, because that actually makes your connection a lot harder too. If you want to get, because then you need, like, right now you need H3 and H4, right? If they take H3, then you need I4, H4, but you also need to dig out a hex in the west that's very expensive for your town. Maybe 2 expensive hexes if you don't build a sanctuary. You basically start to get, like, stretched out a lot.
It seems like they're not going. Seems like they're just going for offense and digging these red for CMs. But yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what Simon winds up doing. Simon needs to make his own towns too. I think he's probably going to dig A5 next. I think that's like a little more of like a classic solid play. Oh, that was a very nice time to give Jekyll Leech. I approve of that. Jekyll's going to get out A9 and D5 here. Do you want to send that priest to air?
Send a priest to air, yeah?
Yeah, I love the priest to air. Love the priest to air.
Damn. Good point.
Yeah. And a worker. The worker is also good.
It's going to be a worker anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, you got one power too, right? The one power is the real star of the show.
The cherry on top.
I am a little bit sad that you weren't able to hold off on the priest a little longer. I feel like 4 power is just so much better because even now the single spade is not bad for you.
I don't know where, but I really wish I would have had to add digs by now.
It's cool.
Sad
I
to
mean,
be this late.
you're probably advancing digs next round, right?
Yes.
I think that probably first action you hard dig H3 for the landscape, assuming that Simon is going to turn D5 for
There
bottom.
already.
What was that?
Assuming Simon isn't there already.
Yeah, exactly. Simon really has to think right here. If it's better to block you, or if it's better to help CM make their town. Or if it's better to make his own town. It's a very tricky spot. I don't know what the right answer is. I'm glad that we're in our spot where we took away an opponent's town as opposed to being the spot where we have to consider. Ooh, hold on. Okay, no, Simon is going to make his own town. That's great. I was thinking like, there's a world where if I take the coins next round, then I lose out on F3 and E8.
But now it's already too late.
That can still happen. We're gonna see where Simon places his stuff here.
I'm out of actions. I'm passing, and then they can just have fun.
Yep. This might not be a lot of passing points for you.
It might be 0. No, it'll be 2 at least.
It'll be 2. Like in the west or in the east, you're gonna make a TP, but.
Oh, you're gonna have to tell me whether you want a 3 for 2, a 4 for 3, or a 5 for 4.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, and I think I'm gonna have lots of coins after this round, right? Like after this round, I'm gonna have tons of coins because I'm gonna have all 4 of my TPs up, or that's at least the plan. Oh, Simon's not digging D5 for chaos, so I should be able to get E8 next round in the worst case. Because Simon only has 2 workers left. He's not going to do 3 power to a worker just to dig D5 for chaos. He should dig another hex for chaos, though, I think.
No chance.
Yeah, I think that my best hex that I could dig would be D5. Yeah, D5 is the best hex I could dig.
How come? Just to prevent shenanigans of her getting a town there?
Yeah, and also it gives more inefficient leech to Jekyll. That said, maybe E5 is better because it gives you free leech. Yeah, actually F3 is probably a little better.
E5.
Sorry, am I making any sense here? Okay, awesome. This is really good stuff. I think that this is like Simon not coming after your town is probably the best outcome that could have happened here.
I'm not sure. In the end, I didn't quite like it. Maybe I'm just too optimistic, but I just think I can have to make 3 towns even with the block.
Oh yeah.
I didn't calculate it or anything.
I might be like overly paranoid about stuff. That's definitely possible that I'm overly paranoid. I've been known to do that, so.
Hey, I'm back to liking D5 better than F3.
Oh, you are?
If we give them all game, I think they do make a 3 hex town, D5 and C3.
Yeah, you're right. Or even E8, right? E8's better. Okay, so we're opening the round with Act 4, and then we'll see if Simon digs D5. If he doesn't, then I'm grabbing D5 right away. Would Simon take the 2-key town here? Simon taking the 2-key town feels very wrong.
Oh, God.
Actually, No, it doesn't feel wrong. It doesn't feel that wrong, does it? It might be like, oh, he only has one temple, so he doesn't have a lot of priest production, but neither do we. We don't have a ton of priest production.
Look how many points Brown steals from Gray and Black right now with the two-key town.
Yeah. I think that I might need to fight for the 2-key town a little bit here. Is it worth passing up a coins action to take the 2-key town? That's the question.
I mean, I'm a two-key town hater. The math never seems like it's good, but it just is magically good, so I don't know.
You're a hater on the 2-key town?
Yeah, I can never make it add up on paper.
I think that I can make it add up on paper a lot because like the instant power is so good. But the later in the game it is, the iffier it is. The question is, can I steal? Who am I taking points away from if I take the 2-key town here? And so like if you look right now, right, the 2-key town for me is 1, 2, 3, 4 power, but the 8-pointer 0 power. So that's like a big difference. Okay, coins can't be wrong. I'm back on team coins can't be wrong.
Coins can't be wrong. Coins don't even necessarily exclude anything else, too. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, exactly. I think Simon, if he wants the 2-key town, he should take it now. Then I probably just need to focus on winning the Earth Cult. If I'm left to 2-key town, actually Chaos Chaos don't have fire too. So my next action is a dig. Simon already has tempo on the 2-key town, so he if he wants it, then he's taking it.
It's his.
Yeah, it's already his. Maybe I should have gotten greedier about making a town in the southeast. Look, that's actually a pretty good town.
So you mean have beaten her to E3?
No, I'm talking about.
Still maybe make it happen.
No, I'm talking about
H3.
H6, H8, I10, I11. That town.
Oh, that kind of south. Yeah.
Yeah, that actually could have happened if I'd done my tunnels differently. Ooh. Is this Earth 1?
That direction.
Wow, Simon taking Earth 1 is... Oh, wait, no. I'm the one who got blocked. Okay, fair enough. Well played, Simon. But I think I want the 2-key town. Actually, D5 is still there.
Okay.
Yeah, D5 is still there. I don't think that... I think Simon's next action is to TP for a coin town. So I think I just take the 2-key town here. And then I grab D5 or... Yeah. I can't possibly get blocked on all my hexes. D5 is the best, but I don't think that's going away. Next action. Well, okay, hold on. How many points am I getting with the 2-key town here? Not many, right?
Kind of assuming that it makes you win air instead of lose air, and it's an 8-point swing.
Yeah, but I don't think that's actually the case, right? I'm not actually winning or losing air based on this 2-key town, am I?
No. So we can say it's a half win and it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's a half win. Okay, I think that we do want one 8-point town. I don't think I lose out on both 8-point towns here. So I think that I actually just take the hex. I think I take the hex and then I figure out my resources after that. Lustrous thinks that I would be taking more from Alchemist than anyone else. Yeah, I actually kind of agree with that. Because we're actually kind of in contention on fire and water here. Like, I don't want the halflings to get it, but whatever. We will just take D5, especially Jekyll can't take the leech right now.
Oh, yeah, yep.
So dig advance, I guess. Oh, you already have it.
I already have.
Nice.
It's landscape.
Sweet. I think I will be taking this 2 for 1. Thank you very much.
Let's see the exchange. Oh, I have to convert. Oh,
What did Jekyll do with her first action? She made a TP. Oh, okay. She's just upgrading around you, I see. 2-for-1s are still good.
Oh, I'm supposed to convert now. Oops. Ah, that was a free power I missed.
No. Your half coin. Okay, I need to. So, you know how I was talking about how I could possibly go for a town in the south? Or I should have gone for a town in the south?
Is it still alive?
I think it's still alive. I can take fire 2 here, right? Why can't this be fire 2? Then I take the 2-key town, and then I take an 8-pointer. Then I might actually win air. Well, no, Jekyll should just temple for fire 2, air 3 then, and take the other 8-pointer. So she's winning air.
Right.
Right. Okay. I'm not winning there.
I don't know if you can connect and do that, but how many points is connecting? You're looking bigger than halflings right now, but they might explode.
Halflings have 14 workers left, but they have no coins. They might be taking some well, okay. So halflings are not getting out their landscape this game. So let's say that they go temple. Let's say they clear their board other than their 2 big buildings and their landscape, right? That puts them at 15 network. I would only need to build 3 TPs and 3 dwellings to tie halflings. And I could end with no temples. I could have stronghold and 3 temples on my board, or stronghold, 2 temples and a dwelling and a TP on my board. Because I have 2 cult spades coming in. Okay, so connection is valuable to me, but I can grab G3 maybe at my leisure next round. Let's get greedy, right?
I've been saying it all game, but I find they can dig for you too. So count my workers as your workers.
That's true, but what hex are you digging for me? Can you dig? It would be H7 probably that you could dig for me.
I10 is a double.
No, I mean I have cult spades.
I would do.
So I have cult spades, so I think that I'm getting I10 anyway.
Okay, so maybe there's not that much.
Yeah. Okay, so Simon does take a sad coin town, which is good news for us. Right now, our biggest threat, I think, is Jekyll. Jekyll is probably our biggest threat right now compared to Simon. Simon can affect our hexes, but he doesn't have a lot of points. I guess he has Earth 1, so he will get a lot of points. But all right, I'm going for it. I'm taking fire 2, right? It's just fun. I take a 2-key town here, and then I take an 8-pointer next. This locks.
And Jekyll maybe has to build a temple that she didn't otherwise want to build.
Yeah, Jekyll doesn't want a temple here, but she has to build a temple now to close out the air cult on me. Yeah, just forcing her into something slightly inefficient, I think, is pretty nice. Also, no one saw this coming, including me, so that's also cool.
Self-surprise.
Yeah. Boom. What now? Is there any way that this should just be... No. I talked myself into taking this 8-point town, or this 2-key town. Yeah, so I do need to connect this game. I absolutely need to connect this game, actually, because Jekyll... I'm also beating Jekyll on network, so...
We'll make sure that you connect over me getting a 3rd town, even. But, okay, are you ever going to want a 5 for 4? Should I make this be E10 so that that's a 3?
Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah. I like E10.
Worker town, yes. It's a worker town, right?
Yeah, I like a worker town quite a bit here. 8-pointer. I don't think that you need an 8-pointer because I don't think Simon's ever getting up. Yeah, Simon's never climbing high enough with the 8-pointer. Yeah, so I fully expect this to be Fire 2, 8-point town, Air 3 from Jekyll. Which I don't think is what she wanted.
Well, the thing that sucks about her 8-point town is she's going to have to waste.
Yep.
Although
yep.
she can
She can
choose to take the air cage.
Yeah. I mean, she'll close the air cult, but she still misses out on some power. Like, it's a lot of power that Jekyll, or it's not that much power that Jekyll misses out on, but she does miss out on a little bit of power from this, which is cool.
She might not do it.
Oh, she doesn't need Fire 2.
Actually, close it out anytime soon.
I think that all she needs is no, because yeah, I'm not closing it out either. Jekyll could just not take an 8-point town. She could TP here and just take like another town that she wants, and then she can temple for Air 1, Air 3. I think that that's actually a lot better for her.
Yes, and she doesn't even have to do it this round.
Yeah.
Well, Air 1 will be good. Yeah,
okay.
This is better than Temple.
Yeah. She can't take an 8-pointer, but that's fine. She'll just take like a worker's town even. I think a worker's town is pretty good for her, or a priest town, or an 11-pointer. Yeah, I quite like an 11-pointer for Chaos Magicians here. Because then she can pass, right? Like, she can just pass now onto the coin town, or the dwellings pass tile.
She has 2 bumps and probably does want to bump Earth, but she's close to passing. And actually, she probably wants to use them on air. They're pretty valuable.
Yeah. I'd have to be a huge jerk to try to take it on air. But she did down convert her power, so that's what's notable to me. Like, the down conversion of the power does indicate that she wants the 8-pointer. But if she does that, then she surrenders the air cult, because she never gets the steps on air. I might be taking
Maybe she's thinking eventually you would run her down on water anyway, which I don't think you would.
I don't think I would, but the thing is, I could run her down on fire. That's what I could actually do. Yeah, I like this priest town quite a bit for her. She can defend the fire or air cult as needed. Fortunately, I'm not that concerned there. I think I'm considering taking a worker town here, because I think I want to tunnel after I make this TP. I need to tunnel so I can get onto H6. That has to happen this round, I think.
What was it? Jekyll's down convert. Is she about to accept a 7 for 6 or something? Or did she just switch plans and she was going to take an 8-pointer?
Yeah, I think that she might have switched plans like midstream.
Before you take a worker town, make sure I'm not desperate for it.
I don't think I'm taking a worker town. Thinking about it, it doesn't actually make that much sense for me.
Not though, I just counted stuff. I think I'm good.
This Fire 2, I can't lie, I'm already feeling some regrets about this Fire 2.
No, it's beautiful.
Alright, so are we taking...
The game was easy before. We're going to have to do a lot of counting and math in round 6 that we weren't otherwise going to have to do.
Yeah.
And if we fail...
Alright, so what do we want here? I think that we want... sudden thought. Do you think that you could take E8 here? Because that would help a lot. Jekyll, I think, might be looking at cutting me off starting now. She doesn't have a lot of other goals. But I could take a priest town. I could take an 8-pointer. 8-pointer is nice because it gives me power. It gives me 3 power. So I think that can't be that bad.
Oh yeah, what's your connection plan? Are you trying to do G3, I9, and that southern town? That's like 6 more structures.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that I'm having a lot of regrets about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the southern going for the southern town this late was a mistake. I should have just built TPs here, for sure.
Okay, so for 5 more structures, you can maybe look at G4, H6, I10, G3. Yeah. That seems like we can't afford it.
Yeah, I think Jekyll. I would not be shocked if Jekyll like came at G3 really hard right now. Um, it actually seems pretty good for her to do that, if I'm not wrong.
House, do you want me to turn it gray this round, and then so you can hop to it?
No, if it's gray, then it's cheaper for her, right?
She's not. Oh, time out. I didn't see D6 because of the town. I didn't see if she was in range.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I am now sharing your concerns about things.
Wait. What if you turn? Okay, so what if you abandon 3 towns and you turn H4 to gray?
I like that.
Oh wait, hold on. G3 is just really bad because she threatens all my grays. No, you know what? I double dig and connect on I7. I think that we're okay. I double dig and connect on I7. I think that's okay.
If you also get I9. H4 is also pretty cool for me to have for myself. That's my easiest connection.
That's true. Okay, I say you just make your town and then we figure it out from there. You could turn G. Okay, what color could you turn G3 that would hurt Chaos and dissuade them from it? That would be blue. You could turn it blue. G3 to blue might not be awful.
Okay, and then the town. Then you're gonna have a stall move so that you can act 6 it like 2 turns from now.
Yeah, something like that.
This is silly if she's not even looking at it. I'm just digging a hex away from you.
It's okay. Because she has the next move, so I.
You think E3 to blue?
Yeah, G3 to blue is probably fine.
She plays a house there. We feel dumb.
Yeah.
I think we should turn it blue, but God,
Okay,
they're not even looking at it.
You know what? If she's not looking at it, maybe we should just play greedy. The worst thing that happens is I lose out on network points. Actually, that's I'm noticing this now as well. Lox has pointed out that if she comes at G4, then I had the exact same problem because she's like I just don't have enough structures right now. She can take away one of H6 or I9 by hard digging G4.
That's a slam dunk case. I think I should just build I4 then.
Yep. Just make your town. It's okay. I lost my town. I cost her a town. I cost myself connection. So that's my bad. And part of that was deciding to go for this temple plan. Because if I'm making TPs, then I have more free structures and I'm able to like build my stuff. But she is now able to just come at our. Mistakes were made. I think that if she does build G4, which I think that there's no reason for her not to, then my plan is probably I just tunnel to H6, and then I try to carve my town, like I was saying.
Yeah. You get your compensation is you get a 3rd town.
Yeah. I think that's not the end of the world, but it's a big swing against us. Yeah, in fact, the fact that I have all my dwellings on the board basically means that she can cut off my connection at any point. Oh, she templed. It is Air 1, Air 3. Okay, I'm so glad that you didn't turn G3.
Yeah.
Wow. That, we were so paranoid there. Thankfully, it didn't happen. So I think that what I want here is I probably want to tunnel to H6 because it's free. Because I also get to put my cult spades on I10 that way. And then I TP on H6, and then I figure out what to do after that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 6 more structures can't. Oh, if I get a bridge, right? If I get a bridge, then I can town without building H8.
Nobody else wants a bridge. Can bridge block you in a 2v2, but still.
They could, but it's not that good because I just get h8 as compensation, as I just tunnel to h8 instead. That's still very good for me. Okay, Simon took one of the pass tiles. You could just pass here, right? That's probably the move.
Let me look. Pass on to there. Am I passing to? I'm passing to Jekyll if she wants the point card. Well, she wants at least one of her cult bumps.
Does she?
Yep.
Like it's 9. We're talking about 9 points here.
On her.
We're talking about so here's my argument. We're talking about an 18-point swing, right?
Yep. Yeah, I think she does pass off. But yeah, I think I pass here, and we'll see.
Yeah. I think that Jekyll has more reason to stay in the round than you do. Like, you can build... I guess the upside for you is you can build TPs and dwellings. How many points... Okay, how many points are you getting if you build a TP and a dwelling here? We're looking at probably, like, F5 plus H4, right?
I'm getting 2 coins income, so that's worth 2 points. Kind of borrowing 2 points for next round. I know it doesn't totally work that way. Well, I don't have a great TP spot because I don't have a neighbor yet. My TP wants to go on H5.
Does that really matter?
I think I can pass.
Like, are you actually making a town down there? How many structures do you need? Oh, wait, you have 3 TPs and a dwelling still on your board, so you could easily still make a town down there. But it's a lot of workers.
What else am I doing with my workers?
Yeah.
I want to build 3 houses.
Yeah.
I think I can pass, and then maybe Jekyll passes without getting a shovel.
Okay.
Her shovel might be directed at you if she has nothing better to do with it.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I'm just realizing now that, like, Jekyll can actually get this TP tile anyway, but if she wants to close her cults, then she'll have to stay in the round. And then I'll just take the TP tile, because why not?
So it's clear I should pass.
Yeah, definitely pass. Put the pressure on her, and otherwise I'll steal that tile away, so... And a coins action. Jekyll has to pass here, because if I take that, then I'm getting the coins action too. Simon doesn't have power to take coins. So I guess realistically speaking, I kind of want to... Wow, Jekyll is going to stay in the round to get herself a cult spade. So again, we're talking about a big swing in network, but again, Jekyll can still cut me off if she really wants to, right? Like if I stay in the round, I can take 2 actions, buy workers, make a TP here, right? And then I'll be free to tunnel to I9 immediately next round.
Which doesn't get you all the way home, but it probably does get you.
It does, because I'm never losing I7 and G3. Okay. And the downside is that it's a swing of 16 points. But connection is worth...
is a lot of points.
Connection is worth more than 16 points, but is it worth it for Jekyll to fight me that hard anyway?
It doesn't seem like the game plan. It doesn't seem like she's considering it as much as we are, just by the way she's doing things.
I also think that me getting a coins action instead of her is also pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's pass and be greedy.
Okay. I will down convert because she could build G4 here, and I'm not taking Act 6. Maybe I want Act 6. We'll see. Right, because the plan was Act 5 here, so... Or Act 4 here. We should probably count how many workers I need to connect. I need to build 2 TPs and tunnel twice. That's actually 10 workers right there. So I probably actually want Act 5 instead of the coins.
No way, really?
You would have to dig a hex for me. And Jekyll needs to not build that hex.
Yeah.
Well,
Act
actually,
1 saves you 2 workers because you don't have to fly to I-9.
oh, you're right. You're right. Okay. I might be able to get the leech to. You can always give me the leech if I need it to bridge to I-9, as long as I'm able to get.
And can you town from it? Yeah.
It's probably a little too much to ask me to town and connect, because that's 2 extra digs, or it's at least 1 extra dig, and I need to.
I can do. Gosh.
Well, I mean, I think Jekyll needs to convert her priests to something. If she does wind up hard digging here, which I think that, like, she could just turn them into workers and hard dig G4, right? And then she probably cult spades I9. In fact, I don't see any reason for her not to do that.
Might just turn them into cold bumps, though. And she just doesn't seem like she has evil intentions.
I don't trust her. I'm not going to trust any of my opponents to not be evil.
I mean, she just used it as an earth bump to take a point from Simon, but give herself 2 power.
I think that the power cycling is good, though. The question is what's going to happen now, for sure. I think that blocking the pass tiles was the right move for us. I'm pretty certain that we made the right call there.
You're flexible. I mean, if you lose out on connection, that's a 12-point swing, but you probably get a town, which is close to 12 points. You recover a lot of those 12 points. But you weren't going to recover the pass tile points. That was just your chance to get it or not.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Oh, okay. Jekyll just gave Simon the coins. Okay, cool. So that takes some pressure off me. I don't have to worry about coins anymore. This is really nice that Simon gets coins and I don't. And I just open the round with a TP. So I open the round with a TP and then I tunnel to I9 and then I think I'm home in terms of connecting. I think that this is one of the upsides to having alchemists on your team. Jekyll might have thought about like trying to punish me that way, but she actually can't, right? Like she's not.
I guess toggle it.
Or like she was. Oh, this is fun. She is going for a second town.
I'm so tempted to hit it.
So I
Here
know.
workers.
This town is worth at least 11 points to Jekyll, right? Like, there's no one stopping her from taking an 11-point town here. And if it's an 8-pointer that gets her a bunch of leech, then it could be worth more than 11 points. But hold on, she needs to get a second bridge as well, right? Second bridge. I mean,
well, who knows if halflings can turn E4 brown? Let's see. I can't because I am intervening.
right.
So can you kill her town just by bridging to I9? Do you want the tunneling points or do you want the 2 workers?
I think I bridge.
You probably better use power.
Yeah, this is interesting. I actually am really not sure what to do here. Okay, I have 2 cult spades. I was talking about I10, but I think I7 is pretty good as well, right? Like, I can't do G3. Jekyll can take G3 from me. But if I just take I7, then I no longer need to worry about spades at all, right?
I wonder if she could go all in. She has her own town to worry about at this point.
Yeah, but if I take I7, then that actually enables me to go for bridge block shenanigans as well.
Oh, I7 makes my town really need G3. I think one of us should get a 3rd town.
Okay. So I'll just commit to taking Act 5 on G3 then. That's my plan. I will just leave I10 as blue. I'll turn I5 and I'll turn I11. I think that you should make the 3rd town. I should just worry about connection. Actually, this is still fine, right? Because like if it really comes down to it, and I have to settle for making a town, you have access to I-10 from H5. I didn't realize that you could dig I-10 if you need be. So
Yeah. No, we're so close to almost being able to get everything.
no, there's no way I'm getting out five more structures. I'm I think I might be able to get out three, but like that still puts a strain on my worker economy. Um,
I thought C2 was red because of cold spades. That was a hard dig, and now she has more spades to use right here.
that was Simon's cult spade,
Oh,
which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think that Jekyll can turn A3 to. Yep, there it is. Save Simon a worker. Simon really doesn't want to make Fire 2 or like a Stronghold or anything.
yeah. Okay, so you don't think I'm supposed to hit C2?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, I'm down with it. Like I don't have a strong opinion on C2. Like I think that blowing up Jekyll's town is very defensible.
At least as good as me making a town.
That's a good way to look at it too. What's the downside of what happens here? Let's think about it. I think that we can still block the bridge, right? So Jekyll needs both the hex and the bridge right now.
Yeah, so whose job is it to block?
Like, I'm going to focus on my connection, but once she builds that hex, then maybe we can block her bridge.
Okay. If I dig and build this town, this round, I have enough power to block the bridge. So should I just build H4 unconnected?
Yeah. I think you might as well just connect here. I will try to get over to I9 when I can. I'll be making a TP at G5 and then tunneling to I9.
And I can just dig and not build. I can bridge block. I have things to do. You don't have to like super rush.
Well, I mean, you can't really dig, right? Halflings are there. Halflings can just dig it right back.
Oh no, I'm talking about to stall before you get here. I'm saying I can turn I8.
Oh yeah, totally. Okay, so Jekyll has built the hex. Should we bridge block her now is the question. Can you afford to bridge block her?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, halflings might give her the town anyway on E4, but that is so inefficient. That's worth
our bridge.
Yeah, that's totally worth our bridge if we force halflings to spend 3 digs on E4. Can you bridge anywhere useful?
Can give you a neighbor on G2. Is that?
Actually, that gives you a neighbor too, right?
Yeah, just give you another. I mean, you have neighbors.
No, it gives you a neighbor.
No, that's a neighbor for me.
Yeah, you can TP H4 now. Yeah. Okay, cool. I feel a little mean for trying to block this way, but it's a 2v2 game, right? Like and she also sent, you know what? She started the war by sending the priest to water.
She did.
Right? Like that was confrontational AF, so.
Let's see what they do with this.
Do you have a free structure right now? You don't have a free structure. Okay, so you need a TP. This is a little awkward. By digging G3, Jekyll could force us into an awkward decision. Lox is saying that I could steal the fire cult with no key left. I mean, yeah, I am aware of that, but Jekyll can still get E4. I don't think that we're blocking her town if halflings want to dig E4 for her, but that becomes so inefficient. I think that she's better off just trying to build dwellings. Halflings should just give dwelling spots for chaos magicians right now. I think that like A8, B1, A2, halflings should just focus on digging those hexes. And Jekyll should probably give up on this town now.
I think she should build G3 because then that kills my town. She can't super afford it. That's like the last thing she's doing all game, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's awkward for us if she builds G3, for sure. But it's very expensive for her as well.
It's like converting 2 priest to workers, and then she just builds A12 and passes, and you still fire. It's...
By the way, I have a coins issue.
Leech.
Yeah. Let's get some cheap leech going.
I can give you 1 leech unawkwardly.
No, because then after that I can make a TP on I9 and give me a 2-for-1.
Okay.
Just
Priest or fire is always a coin.
Yeah. Yeah, G3 is going to provide us with some problems. But she just advances ship. Okay, cool. We'll leave her A12. That should be fine. She's probably going to come at H1, but I don't think that you have to do too much about that yet. Probably at this point, focusing on our own stuff is better than focusing on their stuff.
I do have 2 extra workers I've counted, like no matter what happens, without even getting all the power from my digs.
Oh, really? Okay. So,
if she comes to H1, I think I'm going to hit I11.
That seems reasonable, yeah.
Maybe should hit A12. But do you want to leech right now? Or does that help you?
Yep. I can always use leech.
This is my chance to hit A12. She just ad shipped. I have 2 extra workers.
Oh. Your call. Your call entirely.
And I did it.
Okay.
Once.
Sounds good.
Please can't bail her out of it. Oh, I hit it to gray just in case this ends up.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
No, I can give you a 2-for-1 later.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I need a 2-for-1 here. I think that a 2-for-1 is good because my last action this game is probably just going to be Act 5 on G3. And then I have 3 priests that I maybe use to try to close out the fire cult.
Mm-hmm.
I only get 6 points out of my pass tile. I miss out on building a dwelling, but I connect, and I think that that's all that we could really ask for, given how blocky we played.
And if we keep Chaos Magician small by hitting their hexes, then you're going to win more network points.
Yeah, I mean, I think Chaos Magicians are...
Oh, you're beating them.
Yeah, I'm clearly beating Chaos on network anyway.
Alright, I'm probably going to hit I11 too. I'm going to count again. I thought I had 2 extra workers. Let me make sure.
So let's see. You need 3 for I7, 3 for I8, and then 3 TPs. I count... Oh, you're thinking that your priests are workers?
Yeah, I'm not seeing very many good priests. I might send 1 to fire, but I'm not going to like steal your points in blue. I'm not going to do anything there.
Yeah, and Simon obviously can beat you in Earth if you want, so. Okay, I actually think that I want Priest to fire here, because that actually buys me Act 6 if I need it. So that way I get I7. Oh, Jekyll can't really mess with G3 anymore, but I can just grab I7 if I need to, and then you get G3.
Yeah, it's equal to me.
Yeah. I think we have this game.
You think we have to what?
I think we had this game.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play a little faster now. Like I've been taking fast actions because it's been pretty simple now. Um,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
oh yeah, because literally no one else can take Act 6 this game. So.
You're cutting out. What was that?
Oh, literally no one else can take Act 6 this game. So.
Yeah, you can float that as long as you want.
Yeah, yeah. So I should always be able to get. Yeah, doesn't matter. All right, let's just send this priest. You know what? The priest isn't that important. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to convert a priest to a coin and just lock up my connection now.
Just for peace of mind? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and then I'll try to send 2 priests to fire if I can, but if I can't, then it's not the end of the world. Halflings have 4 priests that they might send to cults. They have water and fire look about equally good for them. So I'm a little curious about where those go, but I think that wherever they go, you can just respond with one, because you have priests as well.
And then that's weird, so maybe they should just dig with them, because it's a point to them.
Yeah, because because these priests are less good for you than they are for them. They should actually be digging reds, right? They should be producing reds. I think that turning B1 red is good. Oh wait, do they need to build dwellings? They need to build 1 dwelling themselves. So they'll build A11 or A1. Then they probably turn B1 to red and D1 to red. I think that that's what's happening here. B1 to red, D1 to red.
I like that best for them.
Yeah. So halflings will get 4 points from that, and then dig 3 times. So that's 7 points. Then they'll have 3 resource points. That's 10 points. 107 plus 8 on the pass, 115. Then they don't have much endgame points. So yeah, I think that we're clearly ahead of halflings. Jekyl is passing for 3. Maybe gets to build 2 more dwellings, maybe 3 more dwellings. So it's like 113-ish, 115-ish. And then she has 28 points in the end game, so like 140-ish. Yeah, we definitely have that covered on both fronts.
Nice.
She might be thinking of a way that she can stop me from
Do you remember how many points we got in the auction?
What's it?
What did we get in the auction? Like 10 points? It was like 10, 15?
Yeah, I think that we had like a 15-ish point advantage against them in the auction. Maybe yeah, like 11 points maybe. I think that halflings were like 24, alchemists were like 29. Or is that right? You were below 30? Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Yeah, dwarves were only like 37, yeah, or something.
Yeah, dwarves are at 40 and chaos were at 37. So. I think that Jekyll might be discussing a plan where she sends priest to fire, and then halflings send priest to fire, and then I can only send 1 there. But I'll still send them. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, halflings are better off using their priest to dig.
Actually, in that case, you should let me send it and just pass.
Agreed. I just stay on 6, and I just send my priest to water instead, for just to prevent halflings from passing me there. Yeah, they're better off not sending their priests to cults. Um, oh no, H4 is now a 2-for-1. I can't take free leech anymore.
H4.
Yeah, because G2 and G3 are both adjacent to it.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, okay. Jekyll is going for the priest to fire, defending her points line. That's fine. Um, yeah, I mean, Simon should really be producing reds for Jekyll because Jekyll wants to build as many dwellings as possible.
This should maybe be priest to fire, like you said.
I mean, after that long discussion, it feels like it should be. Oh wait, no. Jekyll herself will just send the last priest to fire. Simon doesn't need to send priest to fire, right? If I send priest to fire, Jekyll can just take the last spot.
What did Simon do? Oh, trading house somewhere.
Oh, what?
Alright, I just trading post.
I did not expect that. That seems very weird to me. Is that for leech? That's for leech.
Trust them. They thought and thought. She must have needed a leech for some reason.
You're right. She needed the leech. Okay. In any case, I think I still send priest to.
Yeah, priest to fire. Why not?
No, I was just thinking that if I send priest to fire, then Simon can send a priest to fire. But Simon needs to build dwellings. Simon 100% needs to build dwellings. So, yeah, we'll at least force Jekyll to do something, like force their team to do something here. They did something like strange seeming, so I'll just make them show their hand. Yeah, so now we're going to find out what that little bit of leech was about. Yeah, so she did put the priest there. That's fine. I'll just send the last priest to fire. Simon built a dwelling. But Jekyll didn't use the power. I don't know. She must have some other plan for the power. Fatty, that priest to coin that I did earlier, you know what? I just really wanted to speed the game up. But obviously, you are totally correct. However, I think that if I hadn't done that priest to coin and they saw that I had 3 priests, they might have just jammed the fire cult faster. Like if I send priest to cult, then they might have just jammed the fire cult faster anyway. But yeah, that might be a 4-point swing. I kind of did it because I felt like I was winning anyway, but it wasn't very precise. And also, if Jekyll like double hard dug G3, then I was stuck taking Axe 6 on I7 anyway, and like that would have cost us both. Yeah, I was like, if Jekyll had gone for G3, then I would have been stuck doing an Axe 6 on I7, which would have wasted my priests, and also would have cost the town. So this is fine. Okay, cool. That didn't happen. So I obviously made a mistake by taking Fire 2.
Yeah, well, I guess it got you some cold points.
Yeah, it got me a 4-point swing against them, but clearly I could have just taken Air 1 for the same amount of points this round, and I could have had better coin economy. Better coin economy is probably a lot better for me than like, because then I'm not like really scared to take Act 5 or Act 6. And I probably actually get bigger network this way too. Simon wound up tying me in network. Wait, where was Simon's last hex? How did Oh, oh, Jekyll dug that hex for Simon. I see.
Evil.
It went
Oh,
the other
weird.
way around. Wow, that's wild. Okay, so that explains that. That totally explains that. Wow, that was well played by them. So end game points wise, we got the 18 and 9. They got 9 and 0. So we're plus 18 in network. We're pretty close to even on the cults, I think, because you're dominating halflings. Yeah. I think we're around plus 18 in the end game. Is the red priest gone? Yeah, I think that's a bug. Like sometimes when people are on the same spot on a cult,
Well, I thought it was just on my screen. It's on step 9, right?
yeah, I don't know. It's showing the same way for me. Um, but yeah, I ate Jekyll's priest. So the cult of gray is dominating the cult of red. So what's going on here? Okay, you're just converting.
Yeah, I had to convert, so I have to start over.
Is there a workers town left? No. I think that
I'm just
maybe.
gonna take the moving pointer.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's fine too. Fatty is asking if I have a team for the tournament. I do not have a team for the tournament. I don't think I can commit to playing. Um, it's unfortunate, but I don't think that I can commit to playing um, like once a week during the entire like American Thanksgiving and Christmas season. Um, Probably going to be like yeah. There's a couple of weeks where I probably won't be able to play when I'm like at the in-laws house or whatever. So um,
I like this format, though. The
it's
game feels a lot more epic. Like, I wouldn't want to play, like, another one after this.
no, yeah. Like most arena games, I could like totally just like pop out another right after. But this one was it's very satisfying. I mean, I guess it's probably less satisfying if you're losing. That's
True.
like in most games, it can feel that way. But yeah, I do think that trying to think creatively about like because I'm never usually thinking about like really blocking the way that I did on F2 this game. Like I would never do this F2 block in like a normal game. Um, like unless it was round 6 or something. But like that's like an interesting thing. Like this bridge block, I also think was actually the bridge block might have just been correct anyway, um, because like you're 18 points ahead of Chaos Magicians, but if they get that town, they get like a bunch of resources. They're able to get like some more network points. It's possible that was correct anyway. So yeah, longer game than normal. Are you playing in the tournament?
Yeah, my wife and I are a team.
Oh, nice, awesome. Um, have you guys played on BGA before?
Yeah, we had a practice game against Fatty last week.
Oh,
Fatty,
nice.
Matt the Lesser.
Yeah, nice.
So,
That's
yeah.
awesome. Wow, those are some pretty amazing teams. So nice. All right. I think that's it, right? I guess we can look really quickly at like how this game broke down, but There were two bridges taken this game. One of them got blocked out. Was a block, obviously. Um, it looks like Halfling's got all the coins actions. Um, the single spade, the two of us took 4 single spades, proving once again that single spade is the most important power action. Locks, thank you for watching. Thank you everyone for watching. The double spade got taken only twice all game, which makes sense because halflings and alchemists don't really need it.
Do you want to talk to them or not?
Oh yeah. Let's see if they're interested in getting a debrief. Let me first check to see if they're still even like on the Discord call. All right. And it does look like we hit the track better than them. We got more favor points than them. Okay. All right. Should we join their room, I guess?
Just about to move to your channel.
Well, we got here first. Good game. That was fun. That was epic.
That was super fun.
And for the start, the alchemist would be like slower, but yeah, in the end they got the workers.
Yeah, I think that we got lucky in that, like, I think that when you get the spade and you get the Act 5 in round 1, that's just as good as getting the double dig, right? So, like, normally alchemists don't want the double dig, but I feel like this game, just getting, like, normally alchemists ship instead of spading early, but since you took away the 2 blacks at the top, just digging through the east, I felt like worked out pretty well.
Yeah, just so much reach for dwarves.
Yeah, that
and
helped
then
me.
dwarves getting dig squirrel for round 2 was.
Yeah, that was something that I realized. Like,
Dream saw that.
Yeah.
Auction. That was cool.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, I mean,
my main curiosity is: did you guys ever have evil intentions for our southern middle? We were really concerned. Were you guys even talking about it?
Like H4?
H4, G3, I7, just being mean. G4 for a little bit.
I mean, it's hard to get an alchemist way. You can just go under.
well, I was more concerned about dwarves because if you take G3 from me, like, then either alchemists lose their town or dwarves lose their connection. So if you had hard double dug G3, then that actually puts us in a bind.
I'm pretty sure I should have went F5 with halflings.
Yeah.
Because it's really way easier to block you guys over there then.
Yeah, it was cool what you did offensively, but you couldn't threaten anything from.
Yeah. I think the thing with G3 is, like, if you lose G3, like, alchemists can help out, but also then you might just get the southeast town.
Yeah, if you notice, like, I actually have some of that carved out, and I was considering, like, if alchemists didn't, like, there was a world where I thought that I would bridge block and just make my town that way. I'd probably lose my connection that way, but, you know.
That's what his Fire 2 was about.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that Fire 2 probably seemed really weird.
When you guys took F2, that was a big blow.
I thought that it was super
really
green.
Sorry about that.
It was probably the coolest moment of the game. Like, I would never do that in, like, a regular game in round 4, but I feel like here it was round 5 towns, and also the reason why you missed out on F2 is because you took Earth 1, which I thought, like...
Yeah, no, we saw that as a possibility. We were like, oh, he would have to hard dig, use his priest, do everything to do that. We were like, he's probably not going to do that, so I can just take Earth 2. Like, I could have waited.
Yeah, it's like, it's 2 points, right? Yeah, like 2 points would have been fine, but I thought that was probably, like, the most interesting moment of the game. That and the starting spots. I feel like the Halflings B2 starting spot was good. But we didn't realize that, like we benefited from your leech at the beginning of the game.
Yes.
But we just never upgraded there, and I feel like that was really brutal for red and brown.
Red at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we upgrade around you, and you just upgrade in the east, and so yeah, simonbe was saying that you guys got so much more leech than us in round one.
Yeah, I think that Chaos Magicians might have a really tough. I discussed this even before we started the game. I feel like if you can kill one opponent in like a 2v2 game, then that's really strong compared to like normally if you kill one opponent, then you probably just made yourself third or second, and you made them fourth. But here, if you can kill someone, then your partner can still support you after you made that play. So, I mean, we saw that with like both players' starts, I think. So.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I have to go to ballet class with my daughter, so I'm gonna say bye. Good
yeah.
game,
All right, good game.
Thanks for the game, and yeah, thanks you guys. I probably got to head off as well, get some actual stuff done today. So, thanks guys.
Yeah,
All right, thanks so much.
All right.
See ya.
Bye. Okay. I dropped from the voice call. Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for chatting. I didn't realize that this would be as fun as it was. I was a little apprehensive. It obviously was a lot longer of a game than normal, but I had a good time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. In the future, if there's interest in this, then I could try to get into another one. So anyway, thanks all. See you around.